Welcome back to The Wandering Screen. I'm Matt Koss, and let's talk about Netflix's Emilia Pérez. You may have heard about Netflix's latest Spanish-language French musical crime comedy melodrama, Emilia Pérez, directed and written by Jacques Audiard. It's already won a slew of awards across worldwide film festivals and received the Jury Prize at Cannes this year, along with a Best Actress win for its quartet of stars, Karla Sofia Gascon, Selena Gomez, Adriana Paz, and Zoe Saldana. This unapologetically bold and evocative musical is a cinematic ride that's likely to ruffle a few feathers, and probably raise a few eyebrows too. The film is loosely based on a character from Boris Vazon's 2018 novel, Écoute. When the film opens, we meet Rita Moro Castro, Zoe Saldana, walking through a night market in Mexico City, singing the script she's writing for the closing arguments for a case revolving around a husband who killed his wife. The prosecution is trying to make it seem like the wife committed suicide. As she nears the crux of her closing argument, a chorus erupts, dancers spring out into the damp streets, and we cut to the courtroom where we learn Rita has written the script for her boss, who is incompetent and can't remember lines. Frustrated and deflated, Rita returns home, singing a heartbroken anthem about wanting to break free from her stifling life, and then the phone rings. It's Manitas, Karla Sofia Gascon, the local cartel boss. He wants to meet. Rita is abducted, blindfolded, and whisked away by plane car to meet the mysterious Manitas, who reveals he has been secretly taking hormones for 2 years. Manitas wants to disappear, have gender confirmation surgery, and send his wife Jessie, Selena Gomez, and their 2 kids off to Switzerland into hiding. And just like that, Rita is thrust into a situation that's far more complex and dangerous than she bargained for. 4 years later, after Emilia Pérez, formerly Manitas, emerges from surgery, she's not just a new woman. She's become a fierce activist advocating for the victims of Mexico's brutal drug war, and asks her to go to Switzerland and bring Jessie and the kids home. And when they arrive, they meet Emilia, who's now a long-lost aunt, and the tension is palpable as they try to adjust to their new reality. What follows is a thrilling and heartfelt exploration of self-identity, the weight of personal choices, and the consequences of getting what you want at the expense of others. The film clocks in at just over 2 hours, and I feel it's worth mentioning that it might just hold the record for the most studio logos ever to appear before a film starts. It's honestly like watching a bingo game without having any game cards. Also, is it a coincidence that the film received an 11-minute standing ovation, while the opening credits take about 3 minutes and the closing credits around 8 minutes, and somehow the number 11 has some kind of important and intimidating meaning? It doesn't even take a horror film to scare me, just a French musical and irrational thinking. Now, I'm not typically a fan of musicals. Les Mis, too much. Wicked, never seen it. Into the Woods, pass. The Color Purple, now that was fun. But we aren't on Broadway. We're in French cinema, and there are big swings. The songs were written by Celine and Clement Ducol, and there's an undercurrent beat that permeates throughout the whole film. It's magnetic at times, like when Rita is singing "These people talk and now they're gonna pay" to a room full of crooked politicians and drug kings as she's rolling on their tables. Audiard swirls the camera around the room, almost like stirring a cauldron to bring all the people into a unified stupor and charitable mood. The songs traverse musical genres, which helps maintaining the intrigue in the story, and the vocals also are personalized so that no one needs to be an accomplished vocalist, though they are great. I was actually really affected by a song called Papa that Emilia's young son sings one night. He believes his father is dead, and he tells Emilia that she smells like his father, and that he finds the smell comforting, and it really tugged at my heartstrings. For all its over-the-top antics, Emilia Pérez is a work of audacity. It's divisive, sure. One number, a jaunty tune about gender confirmation surgery, which rhymes rhinoplasty with vaginoplasty with laryngoplasty. I don't think anyone saw that coming. But that's the genius of it. It doesn't play by conventional rules. The film is surreal. It reminded me of a Pedro Almodovar film. It combines frank exploration of identity and personal transformation and the messy consequences of one's actions, and it's unlike anything I've seen this year. As for the cast, Zoe Saldana gives a standout performance, freeing herself from the constraints of previous roles and really letting loose as Rita. Karla Sofia Gascon's portrayal of Emilia Pérez and the character's former identity, Manitas, really steals the show. When we first meet her, she's seated at a restaurant near Rita, and the camera slowly zooms in as the lights dim, drawing us into her magnetic presence. From that moment, Emilia becomes the center of the film, and Gascon commands every second of screen with intensity and beautiful softness. By the end, I was pretty entranced. And Selena Gomez, she's surprisingly transformative here. She doesn't sing much, but her performance, especially in her scenes with Gascon, is charged with palpable emotional tension. This is a different side of Gomez, and it's fascinating to watch her explore a more complex role. Unfortunately, the film doesn't completely come together in the final act. It just didn't work for me. But Emilia Pérez is a conversation starter. It tackles a dizzying array of cultural issues, from identity to gender, transformation, and the ever-present shadow of our past mistakes. Is it controversial? Absolutely. But then again, isn't art supposed to be? It's not for everyone, but it's certainly worth a look. And at the very least, meet Emilia Pérez, because she's not someone you'll forget anytime soon.
¿No piensas, de vez en cuando, en todo lo que hizo Manitas?
Ya no sé quién es Manitas.
You've made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for all the latest reviews. And have you watched the film? Let me know in the comments section what you thought. See you next time.